Hey guys, Mechanic CG here, and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 4. Today is episode number 126. If you guys are enjoying the content, then be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and feel free to hit that join button as it really does help support the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy. This episode was streamed live on YouTube. If you want to make sure to catch the streams, then be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you want to get cheap game keys for Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, then check out Eneba in the description down below. Right, so we're here for the Silvia Club. We're going to be driving the S13 for this one. They're saying we got to upgrade it. Sure, whatever. I'll upgrade it. I'll get a little bit of power. We're going for Suzuka, then Tsukuba, then Silverstone. Let's get going. Midnight Club, again, Midnight Club is another great example of a game that needs to return. Because I can tell you right now, if Rockstar did what they could do with Midnight Club, and did that with stuff that they've added for like GTA, and even some of the features that they added for Red Dead Redemption, I know you wouldn't have like Red Dead stuff in there, but some of the gameplay features, you could easily add them and get a good looking game combining all three. I think they could make another Midnight Club. And honestly, now that the crew isn't based in America, Rockstar has the potential to do something unbelievable and go back to America, do the entire map, but make it bigger than the crew. Right, and I know how detailed Rockstar will be, and if it takes them another 5 years from now to make it, I think they could pull it off. And again, this is me being like, this is the hype, this is the dream, this is what we want, and I know it's not going to happen, but the chances are there, the potential is there. And it makes it so much easier because there isn't actually a racing game based in America anymore that has like the American roots of America. That's what Midnight Club was. I will say though, I am so excited for Solar Crown. Oh yeah, going back to it, I got something in my eye. They made two versions of Test Drive Unlimited. They had Test Drive Unlimited for the 360, which is like the full version, and then they made a simplified version for PS2 and PSP. And although it was simplified, it still had the full map. It just had a completely different progression system because, I don't know, maybe it didn't work in that way or something like that. But it still had loads of races, it still had loads of content to do. I would highly recommend checking out the series that I did for that. Because we did every single race. Every single race got done, so it was a 100% playthrough. It's like 45 videos, I think. So, there's a lot of content in it. But no, they were smoking something to pull that off. In terms of graphics quality, it's far off. It's not great. But neither was anything else on the PS2, when you think about it. It's one of those things that's just, you think, how did they do that? And even then, when you look at Test Drive Unlimited 2, even though it was insanely better than everything else, that was made and ran on an Xbox 360. And no game has come close. The handling model, although people do complain about it because it is a bit weird, it very much has aspects of arcade but feels like a real car. You can't abuse the car and abuse the physics like you can in Horizon. Horizon gives you so much leniency with the physics. So it really is quite possibly one of the best games in the world. I can't believe the B-Real went off at 7 o'clock in the morning today. That's crazy. I definitely recommend watching the test drive playthrough. It's one of my favorite playthroughs that I've actually done on this channel. Test drive was a great one. One of my favorite playthroughs. What was the other one I really enjoyed? Dirt 2 was a very enjoyable one, but I had to play through the game twice because I broke it. Yeah. Step into the club, drop it like it's hot. Whoa. I do think for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, they need to make sure the handling is easy and accessible, but realistic to a car. They need to make sure that wheel physics work perfectly. The cruising aspect needs to be pretty good, because that's a major fact for a lot of people that are going to be playing that game. They have to make sure it's running on lower end hardware. This excuse that developers are just using 4090s and making a game run at 4K 60 isn't good enough, and it needs to stop now. Because the amount of games that have come out with so many performance issues because of the fact they're using 4090s. Those cards have so many additional features that basically just... The issue with DLSS, and I love the technology, but it is awful for game development because it means developers can just make a poorly optimized game and just say, yeah, just turn DLSS on and you'll get 3 times the amount of frames. You don't. You don't get 3 times the amount of frames or anything like that. The reason you get that is because it makes up frames in between. It doesn't look good. It doesn't make the game... You get all these blurry artifacts and it's awful. It's an awful thing that developers are doing. So they need to make sure the game runs on, I'd say a 2060. At decent graphics with decent performance. And if it can run on a 2060, then you're good for the other cards as well, with all their features. But if it can run on a 2060, you're all good. It needs enough content. I'd say, personally, I think it needs about... I don't want to be able to say I've completed the game and completed the main progression before about 30 or 40 hours. I want to get about 30 or 40 hours into that game before I can say, hey, look, I've pretty much done the progression and it's now just races. They need to add content every few months. Whether it's paid DLC that comes with some races and some cars, great. Or free updates that comes with some races and some cars, but not limited time stuff. If stuff gets added, it gets added. I don't like the idea of limited time. I always say this, and people have now played Forza Motorsport and realised, oh, actually, this format is awful. And people have given Forza Motorsport a poor rating because of it. I've been saying it for ages. It's awful. And people are like, oh no, it's not too bad. I like the updates. I said it when Horizon 4 added the season playlist, and I was like, this is going to be awful. And this is going to become awful. Oh look, we've got all this content, but I've got a week to do it. And then the car will never come back. And what do you know? We're now 40-something seasons into Horizon 5. Or something like that. And now people are saying, this was awful. How many people actively go back and still play Horizon 5's season playlist? Very rarely. You definitely don't go onto Horizon 5 just to play the season playlist. And the cars that they offer, it just doesn't make sense. It's awful. They need to work so much harder on it. Whoa, 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 whoa. But yeah, limited time events are awful. Other than that, I really don't think Test Drive needs much. I don't think it needs an exhaustive car list. At most 150 cars. I'd say if it's got at least 100 cars with a wide variety of different stuff, I think that'd be okay for a good start. If they plan on adding stuff later, which for a game like this, that they own the license for Solar Crown, they own the license for Test Drive Unlimited. Unless they're planning on making a yearly release, which I doubt it, they could quite easily add some cars. If they've got 200 cars, great. It doesn't need a lot of cars. The game needs enough races, it needs enough content to keep you engaged. And I think, obviously it's been delayed by like 2 years. Because it was supposed to come out September 2022. And then it didn't come out. Because yeah, it was like middle of 2022 or something like that. Because it was supposed to come out around about a similar time as the WRC game. But they put all their development time into WRC for a last, like, hurrah. Which didn't go well. I'm not going to lie, though. WRC Generations has a lot better performance than, what's it called? EA Sports WRC, which is such a shame because they should have added Steam Deck support for Generations. I don't understand why WRC 910 and Generations, they just sort of said, yeah, we're not going to support Steam Deck. Because it's a very simple process to fix. Even EA did it. Whoa, no, 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 no. Come on, don't do that to me. There we go. Something with the controller disconnecting or something, that was. Strange thing. Weird. Weird. Now we've absolutely battered the car because of that. In the city. I love this song. Whee! That was a good slide over the line there. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment down below and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.